November 28th, 2023. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. And what are we going to do tonight? Well, it's past that witching hour. And I thought I'd do a video on metaphysics, dating, and a little bit on sex. And I want to talk about this energy some here. So where do we begin? Well, let's start from a couple days back. I heard a deal on one of the YouTube channels that I listened to, which I thought this thing was really funny in a way. Because, we talk about, down the line what's coming. This micronova, some of them people call it the flash. And the radiation and all the energies that come in are affecting our bodies. And can cause lots of problems. It could cause you to have a heart attack. It could cause you to have a stroke. And Suspicious Observer, not affiliated with any other video channels or anything. I listened to his diligently. I think he's got a great channel. But he had a article, I think it was from one of the colleges or whatever, one of the studies they had done. And one of the things it was talking about erectile dysfunction. Well, that's not my problem. I'm healthy and strong. But the thing of it was they were talking about preventing like strokes and heart attacks from the energies, and when this does take place. And I had to laugh, make a joke out of this because I thought this was funny because when it was talking about sex would help because of exercise. Because just like exercising at a gym or walking or bike riding or whatever, sex is also a good exercise. If you're good at, like I say, when it comes to sex and you enjoy sex, it's a lot of fun, guys, and it's also good for your heart. And that's what I was. Like I say, I thought it was kind of funny. I thought, yeah, if guys going out on dates here, it would be like, I think really, we really should have sex tonight because, it's good for our hearts. And when that happens, we'll be able to survive it. So, I don't know if that'd be a good pickup line or not. But anyway, I had to laugh, guys. All right, that's where the sex deal part come into it a little bit. But we're going to talk about a couple other things too. But first thing, I found another one of my books that it's called The Hands of Light. And this book is another essential book, really, guys. If you get a chance, if you can grab one of these, I would get it. Now, I wanted to show kind of what the chakras in front and back of us kind of look like. They kind of look like, think of it like swirling tornadoes. Okay, guys? And these are usually, excuse me, these are like your 7 major chakras. And I wanted you guys to see that. Make sure you can see that there. So, I want to talk a little bit about some of this stuff. We're going to talk a little bit about witchcraft and some of the things that they do. But I want to talk about also the psychic ability, increasing your energies and stuff, and telepathic abilities. Now, the witchcraft bunch, they actually, like some of the ladies that have problems getting their energies going and stuff, what they'll do, they'll put like a kind of like a headband, not a headbandana, but it's kind of like it's whatever those things are called that are made out of metal, kind of like a crown like deal. But what they'll do, they'll have a kind of like a rod that will come out, and they'll hang a crystal about this far down. I'm gonna turn sideways here, about that far down in front of them to help them to increase their energy. Now, I actually seen this done when I was at Camp Gaia over on the Kansas side. And I know they do that. But I want to get, when it comes to talking about being able to increase your energy psychic ability, okay? And also your telepathic ability too. You also can come in from your backside. Now, I started doing some experimentation. This has probably been, I don't know how long ago it was. But one of the other YouTube uh, videos, stations, channel, I should say, Paul Bigley's, had some information about a few things. Now, his is a religious, basically. I mean, he's a preacher. But he has a gentleman by the name of Mike that talks to them about world events and everything. And one night he was talking about that there was a group of individuals, they were trying to contact either like extraterrestrials or demons or whatever they want to call them. And what they did, they took a certain kind of magnet and placed it behind their heads for over 2 weeks. And they finally made contact with these entities, we'll call them that. So I got thinking about this. I got thinking, well, if the witchcraft bunch, we put the crystals out here, okay? And we got the other bunches in the military doing the stuff back here. I thought, well, what if you took some crystals and you put it back here, like say with a headband down? Now, excuse me, would it work? Oh yeah, it'll work. And what you can do, get you a head bandana, get you a certain crystal, depending on what crystals you work with, and you can take it and just tape it up with some electric tape. And put that head bandana on, leave that on the back side of your head. You can and go, like you say, when you go to bed at night, leave it there. Now you can also put it there and you can be awake, and you can also try to pull that energy back and forth. That will also increase your energy level. Now, depending on what stones you're using. Don't use anything that's low vibration, though, if you're trying to open or increase, because that's just going to bring you down. That's not going to increase it. Multivite would probably be a good one. I think it was it phenokite? Let's go back and look. It's another good one. It actually will, if you don't have all your chakras open, it is also another good one that you can also use for that. Anyway, something to be aware of, guys. Now, I want to talk a little bit also about dating. And it just amazes me, some of the stuff that's out there. And then also, I got to talk about teal swans for a couple of minutes here. Some of the stuff, I like teal swans information stuff. I don't agree everything with probably what she says with some of the things about the women, though, when it comes to dating. My opinion, because she's always talking about if guys should own their women. I don't know. I don't think anybody should be owned. It sounds slave-like to me. I guess that's what bothers me. It doesn't just sound right. I think of it should be a joint venture. It'd be like going into a contract together is the way I think of it, And it should be a 50-50 deal. Not everything always be 50-50, but I mean, it should be something that should be together, And there is no guarantee, I mean, when it doesn't matter if it's a business, it doesn't matter if it's a guy and a woman. You never know, what those people are going to do in the end. And I think that's why it's so smart to date for a while and to get to know one another. And if it's just about money too, that's another thing. That's what I see here. They just want the money. To me, I mean, that's a dead end from the get-go. I mean, to me, it's better to be able to go out on a date and, if you spend $20 on something, Well, these women here in Kansas City think you should spend $300 or $1,000 on them. That's nuts. That's crazy. I mean, I got a black friend that's out in Arizona. He goes out. I said, "What do you go out and spend on the ladies when you go out?" He said, "Oh, he said it from $20 to $60." So in Kansas City, I mean, come on. I mean, that's crazy, guys. I don't know. That just blows my mind. But very crazy stuff, guys. So I want to talk about some about the energy and also about what I see sometimes. I'm going to go back to when I was at the psychic fair and some of the lectures I was in when I was listening to all of them and some of the things that I seen. And some of the ladies, I mean, some of these women are so, they're either angry and mad at the world, or I don't know how to even describe it, some of them. Let's talk about one. It caught my eye. Okay, guys. Now, this lady, she was sitting there. She seemed fairly, okay and stuff. Like she handled herself, emotionally, halfway looked okay. But she looked angry. And when one of the psychics was talking to her and stuff, she was saying that she was getting ready to get married. And I thought, oh my God. I was thinking, you're going to go into a relationship. You're going to get married and you look mad. And why is that? I mean, I can't imagine if somebody was, I mean, but see, some of the women just want guys with a lot of money, so they're going to have to bow to everything else on stuff like that. I mean, it doesn't make for a good thing. I mean, well, it can go both ways because when it comes to money, I mean, to me, I mean, when I was married and I was working, she was working, I would come home at night and we were making pretty good money. And the thing of it was, one thing I heard from her every night is she was worried about losing health insurance. Losing health insurance. And this went on forever. Night after night after night. I mean, obsess. Some women are obsessive with stuff like that. Now, there's other women that are easygoing. I mean, everything just flows. And then there's other ones that, it never flows. It's psychotic. And some of the stuff is just unbelievable. But I was just thinking, this gal, I mean, she was, I don't know, I would say she's probably 30, 35 years old. And I was thinking, man, I mean, I wouldn't want to be getting married to that lady. I definitely wouldn't. I mean, I see so many different things like that when I'm out there and stuff in different places too and stuff. I mean, what does it take? I mean, I think it takes a person that's has open eyes in is not so I don't know what would you call it. If you're fanatical about detail and stuff like that, and that's all you dwell on all the time. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you have to have common sense. You have to be level-headed. But, I mean, if you worry all the time, it doesn't do you no good. I mean, if you're going to worry all the time, it's either going to it's going to hurt your health. It's going to either make you fat. It's going to give you high blood pressure. It can make you sick. I mean, why? And worry, one thing, I'll even say this, even at when I used to go to the oneness group, that's what they would say. It's like worrying doesn't do anything except make you yourself sick or ill. And it's the truth, guys. I mean, I heard that many times, them telling that to certain people and stuff. And I don't know. And then and then there's some that want it all. They want the golden goose, and they want the egg and all that and everything else. But I mean, then, like I say, then they're going to have to pay the piper on all that. Crazy stuff, guys. I don't know. Now, I joined a gothic dating basically site. I used to way back. I used to get on Yahoo and chat about energy and stuff. Talk to the ladies. They'd ask me different things about this energy and stuff like that. And I thought it might be a different way to go about maybe finding somebody decent, somebody that's not always grouped in groups. They do go to groups, that's not the thing, but I don't have problems with that. But it's more individual, more being able to be on your own instead of having to be in a group all the time and stuff. And I thought that was something different. Plus, when ladies like that are more open, there's, oh, let's talk about that for a second. Then you got the ladies that, that always have to have a jacket or a sweater or something wrapped around their neck. I mean, what does that tell you guys? I mean, to me, that tells me that they're closed off. It's like if you're holding your arms like this and stuff, you're pulled in. You're definitely not going to be open, I was thinking, when me and my son, we went down to the Plaza Lighting, and my ex hated going down to the plaza. I mean, it was all I could do to ever get her to go down to the plaza. She didn't like going down there. Now, she was a legal secretary. She was on the can side. She liked going to eating events. They like to eat. I don't mind going and eating, but I like to go do other things and stuff. I like to, but just another thing. But it takes a certain person, and like I say, we never matched at all. I mean, the lady I dated back when I was in high school, now we matched, but we were just too young at the time. But like I say, and I don't know. I'm looking for somebody that also can wield this energy too, that actually can move this energy around and do it. Because I think it would be cool to actually find somebody else, a partner that actually could use this energy and you could combine it. I mean, I think that sounds pretty wild. But then you have to find somebody, like I say, that's got an open mind. When we were down there at the Plaza Lighting, I had this one old lady slap me on the back. It was over there at the end with the Irish bunch, and I don't know. I'm not looking. I'm looking for somebody about 45 years of age or younger. I'm not looking. Most of these older ladies, they've been married, divorced 2 or 3 times. They got money, or they're looking for money, one of the two. And they're just, I don't know. They have a lot of bad attitude, lots of them and stuff. I'm looking for something that's got more of an open mind to everything, that anything's possible. And you have to have that. You have to have that if you want your energy high, if you want that. Because if you can't have that, you'll never obtain a higher energy level. I mean, some of this stuff is just, but I think it also has to do with attitudes too. I was coming out of the zoo today. I'll be wrapping this up pretty quick. I was coming out of the zoo today, and somebody had made a snowman about this tall over by one of their deals over by where the elephants were at. And there's all different ages of women that work there at the zoo when I go through. There's some nice young ladies, there's some older ladies and stuff. Like I say, I'm not looking for older ladies. I'm looking for something about 45 or younger. You know, it could be 45, it could be 35, but I'm looking for somebody that can move, that can bring something to the table. But what I thought was really something was that there was this one lady, younger gal, that was there. And I just want to bring this up about what drives from the inner psychological part. This one younger gal, she had went over and got a little bit of snow, and she had made a little snowman. Now, this was different than the snowman that was over by the elephants. But, you know, and I just, as I was walking out the deal, I thought it was funny. Because, it was that thought of doing that. I mean, that to me is what intrigues me about a woman. They can put themselves out there, and it was natural. She was just over there, and she brought it over there. She brought it over to the older lady over there and stuff, and put it over there on the concrete. Cause I just thought it was funny. I mean, but I was thinking that energy, that level. Now, we're also going to talk real quick about the younger gals too. There's a lot of bad ones. Lots of bad ones out there too. I mean, like in my neighborhood here and stuff, there's ones that, I mean, there's a lot of these gals that don't do anything. I mean, they smoke their weed all the time. They, in their pajamas. I mean, that's all they do is just sleep all the time. Not looking for nothing like that. Don't want no druggies. Don't want anybody like that. I'm looking for somebody intelligent, somebody smart, somebody who can bring something to the table, and somebody that's happy. Boy, that's another tall order. Oh, and somebody that's halfway physically fit. Halfway physically fit, not obese. You know, I mean, everybody is, like they always said, there was always somebody out there for somebody that would match up. And, I hear that other things also brought up about stuff about, the inner self and all that. Well, yeah, it has to do with the inner self, but a lot of these women have eaten themselves to 300 to 400 pounds. They've done it to themselves. There's no reason. I mean, they've chosen that. Now, I've worked with the guys that actually weigh that amount. And a guy like that with a gal like that maybe just wants to sit, go home, eat every night, watch TV, that'd be a good match. But to a person, say like me, that wants to get out, walk 3 or 4 miles a day, move, somebody that, can do different things mechanical wise, electronic wise, that can read, that can, something that can actually, contribute. I don't see it. A lot of the stuff I don't see out there. And very sad though. I mean, and the other women just think they got it because they figure, well, and then the other guys are stupid because it's like, well, this is all I can get, so I'll just grab it. Yeah, but do they really stick with those gals? Come on, guys. And I don't see it. I mean, I just see they just use the gals. I mean, so nobody wins at this deal. If anybody's actually looking for a relationship and something that's going to be halfway solid. But anyway, I thought I'd put that out there. I had to do a video today. And today's my birthday, guys. It's November 28th. Didn't fall, every several years it falls on Thanksgiving. I am a Sagittarius, and I was the ninth born. And I have one sister. My mother lost all the other babies that she carried. One of them she carried to full term, actually had a umbilical cord wrapped around her neck. But I am the ninth born, like I say, Sagittarius. Anyway, guys, want to do a video? Have a good one out there.